Hi guys, my name's Nick. I'm going to be your goalkeeper coach going forward. With me is my son Sebastian. He's going to be trying to help me demonstrate some of the goalkeeper drills you can do at home. Given the circumstances with COVID-19, Mark has asked me to film a few bits and pieces for you to do at home. Sebastian's been goalkeeping for about 6 months now, so these are some of the basics we do when we do some training at home. He volunteered to help us out today, so there'll be a few little bits and pieces I might pick up with him, but see if you can do these at home. So what we've got set up is 3 cones. It can be a tin of beans, it can be some toys, it can be anything you want it to be, but basically space them out like so. Sebastian, can you just skip through those cones like you would like in a drill? So it's small little sideways shuffles because the goalkeeper, his feet have to move quickly. So can you just demonstrate that again, Sebastian? So being able to move your feet quickly is vitally important to be a goalkeeper. Good. Finish in the set position, Sebastian. When you get there, do it again. Good. So finish in the set position. So the set position, feet should be shoulder width apart, Sebastian. Good. Knees slightly bent. Okay. And are you comfortable where your hands are? Yeah. Okay. So that's the position you finish in when you've skipped through the cones. And then what we've got set up to the right of Sebastian, we've got one ball, and to the left we've got another ball, and we're just going to be working on low diving saves. And these are things you can do on your own. You don't need a parent with you. You can just do it on your own, set up and just do repetitions of 5 on each side. So Sebastian, can you just demonstrate how this drill works for me? Good. Hold it there, Sebastian. So hopefully Sebastian's got in a good position. So he's got 3 points of contact on the ball. He's got one hand on top, he's got one hand behind the side, and the floor is the 3rd point of contact. So if I was to bang this ball, it shouldn't move if a striker came in and kicked that ball and tried to kick it out of your hands. Okay, so you want to get 3 points of contact. What you'll see as well is he's got that classic W shape behind the ball, and also his body shape is brilliant because he's made a nice barrier behind that ball if that ball comes loose. Okay, so that's what we want to be finished, trying to get into that position when we're doing this low diving. Motion forwards now, just to sort of can break it down. So just skip through, Sebastian, and get into the set position. Set. Are you happy with that set position, Sebastian? So shoulders, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Okay, and then how are you going to try and get to that ball, Sebastian? So he takes a little step onto his foot to create a lunge, because it's the lunge that is going to get him to the ball. So Sebastian, if you can just go into that lunge position again. So see that lunge, and then what he's going to do is he's going to try and explode off that right foot to drive himself nice and low towards that ball. Ready? Play. Okay, so he's jumped up there, and what Sebastian should have done is he's driven nice and low, because if he jumps up and the shot's powerful, it could go underneath his body. So you change the sequence in which you come through these cones. So when you're coming through, Sebastian, which way do you want to start on this one? Go then, show me. Yes. So go then. Set. Good, okay. Hold it there. So there's a couple of bits and pieces. What? No, don't move yet, Sebastian. So Sebastian knows already. What's the problem with this, Sebastian?
Legs.
Which way are you facing? If we just show you, Sebastian's body shape is going into the goal. Now the problem is, if it deflects off him, it now could deflect into that bottom corner. Where should you be, Sebastian? So now if we look at his body shape, he's more horizontal, okay? He's still got a lovely 3 points of contact on the back of the ball. So again, the ground is the 3rd point. He's got a lovely W shape. You've got to try and get into this position. We do want to avoid being on that angle going into the goal with this drill. We want to try and make as big a barrier as possible to save the ball, okay? Again, Sebastian, one more time, just fast motion this time. Get that nice big attacking lunge in. Good, hold it there. Let's check his hands, don't move your hands. Good, nice W. If anything, we could be really critical here of Sebastian, and he knows what I'm going to do. We're going to put that hand a little bit higher, bring that hand round, because then we've got a hand firmly behind the ball. The problem is if your hand's low around here, like that, we haven't got that 3 point of contact, it could roll. So you need one on top, one behind, and the ground's your 3rd point of contact, all right? Now you can do this drill at home on your own, okay? You just need to do 5 on each side. So if you're skipping through one way, if you're going to the right, Sebastian, what's the technique through the cones?
Just skipping.
So you start on the left, and go through the right and finish on the front.
Can I say something? So, if you're going that way, you always start on the opposite side to get to the other.
Great point, Sebastian. So we always start on the opposite side to the ball to get to the other side. So if we were going left, we'd start on the right, and if we were going right, we'd start on the left. Okay, just give us a 5 on each side, Sebastian. Go. Try not to roll on your back there. So Sebastian, bring your leg over. Okay, good. Again. Good. Okay, hold it there. Again, he's overshot it and the body shape is going backwards. He needs to be more horizontal to the ball. Okay, good, Sebastian.
I'm not that good of a goalkeeper now.
Go. Okay, try and avoid jumping up, Sebastian. And remember to get your lunge in to be able to attack it nice and low, but great finishing position. Okay, again. Really work on that lunge, Sebastian. I know you've done a workout already today. Go. Again. So Sebastian's going to try and do them perfect. Now, a couple of things have crept into Sebastian here. He's jumping up instead of driving low. This is a low diving save. We're not doing high diving, we're doing low diving. So Sebastian needs to get that lunge in and lead with his hands and his head towards the ball. That's going to create a low trajectory towards that ball so he can save it. Okay, Sebastian, see if you can demonstrate what I've just talked about, Sebastian. Ready? Go. Good. Good finishing position. Good. Get up. Try and get your hand on top, hand behind 3 points of contact. Good. Really try and drive off that left leg. Give me 2 more on the right, Sebastian, and you're done.
Left.
So you start going to your right. You're going to your right, so you're starting at, yeah. So when he's diving right, he gets a nice little stride in and then pushes off. Body shape's a little bit off to finish. He's slightly behind the ball rather than horizontal, so his legs are pointing on the diagonal up the pitch, but he saved it and his hands positions look like they're in a good place. Not too bad. Okay, one more, Sebastian, and you're done. Good. Okay, good. Good. Really good hands, actually. So look at them. One on top, one behind, 3 points of contact with the ground. Okay, well done, Sebastian. Great body shape.